A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I would be talking about how the karmic helps the divine feminine in finding out or rediscover or help awaken the masculine twin. A lot of divine feminines would feel that this is a hard pill to swallow. But in this channeling session, we're going to talk about those divine feminines and even masculines, anyone who face the karmic situation. Because even the masculines face it when they have lost the divine feminine completely and they feel that there's no way and there is a karmic in scene or there is a karmic entanglement in scene which stops them from coming together. Nevertheless, the karmic plays a very important role in uniting them. The union cannot be possible without false twins, karmics, soulmates, negative soulmates, positive soulmates. All of them have a very, very important role to play. Even the caretakers of the person here, the twin flame or the star seed or the light worker, whosoever it is, they also have a very important role in this journey. But this journey starts unfolding and it starts getting back to its original form, as in the soul is pristine and pure. Alright? The soul is pristine and pure. However, because of all the programming that happens on earth, they go through certain situations. Now, in these situations, it's like first you get wounded and then you get healed. But the whole idea behind getting wounded and healed is to understand human psychology really well. To understand what happens on earth and why is earth a school. Why is earth an important place for ascension? And during this process, when you heal, you don't heal for some time. You don't heal temporarily. You heal in the way that you go back to being your eternal self that is full of positivity, hope, love, light. And when I say love, this is the unconditional love that we talk about. This is not... It is devoid of any lust whatsoever. There is not even smallest percentage of lust in this. And this is the reason why in the childhood also, when these kids are growing up, they don't get that unconditional love. And that's the reason why they get wounded. And when they somehow figure out the journey and they learn to connect with that unconditional love within them, which comes via source, then they realize that all of this healing and wounding, this process was so important. It was so damn important for my progress, for my growth. A lot of people think on planet Earth that only materialistic success is progress and growth. But that's not entirely true. Materialistic progress is important because you should be independent on planet Earth depending on the role you have taken. If you are a householder, then yes, it's very important. And if you are a monk, then you need to give up on everything. A monk cannot have anything. So a lot of people think that, okay, then householder's journey is actually quite easy actually as compared to the monk, because the monk has to do so much. But if you look at it properly, then the monks don't have any other responsibility other than doing ascension work. They don't have any responsibility, no family, no parents, no mother, father, brother, sister, no wife, no children, nothing. Not even friends, not even the kind of clothes they wear. They're also simple, very simple, same type of clothes every day. Maybe in a specific color also, depending on from where they have taken the monkhood. The oath of monkhood. So from that perspective, and a person will not become a monk until and unless they have that urge, because this is also a completely independent choice when you're on planet Earth, when you're trying to understand things. For householders, it may seem easy from the outside, but the inner work is very difficult. If you're a householder, then you have responsibilities. You can't beg for food, water, anything. Everything you have to earn over here. And you have to earn it in the right way, in the most authentic way. And another thing is, whatever you have, whether you earn less money or you earn more money, more than others. You have to be content with it. Even those who earn more money than others, even they have to be content with it. Like, this much I made in this month. All right, that's enough for me. And for householders, if you have your own children, then your children are a very important part of your mission work. But if you don't have your own children, then you have to get into service, which is what we call mission work. So everyone is supposed to choose a mission work. In fact, why universe gives children to twin flamers if someone has? It's because through them also they learn to get deeper into the mission work. And a very important thing that they need to let go is attachment towards their child. Even in the animal kingdom, you see, we learn this. Why they say animals are better than humans. Many animals are better than humans because they have more humanity in them than even a human has. Because most humans are not awakened. If they are not awakened and they are programmed by negative implants and entities, then obviously they will be below animals. Or below those humans also who are awakened. So they won't act like them. So what happens is with the animal kingdom, whenever they have children, and even if they have children every season, okay, they will still make sure that each season, before the new season comes, they have trained and taught all the important things that their child would need before the child becomes completely independent. Be it birds, be it animals, all of them do it. How do they do it? They have a child or they have many children at one time. They'll teach them all the basic skills they would need to survive on planet Earth, and this is done by everyone. If it's a bird, she's not gonna just keep hovering around the children. She will teach them how to fly, how to get food, how to get water. Complete training would be given, and then she will leave those birds independent and she will move on in her life. She'll come back to her nest or with the same partner. In birds and animals, we see they don't change partners also. So they come back, and when they come back, now they are ready for another season or more children. And each time they reproduce without fail. I have seen in dogs also, the same mother who gave birth to a litter, the litter grew up and now the mother doesn't care about them. Now it's up to us humans to feed them, to talk to them or to hang out with them. They might not even recognize each other as mother and child. But as long as the child is small, tiny, baby, the mother is so fierce. She will not allow anything bad to happen to their children, and she will look for humans who are going to help her out just in case there is a problem. And if by any case they lose the child, then they go through all that pain of losing the child. And they do always lose a child. Whether, I've seen animals give birth to 1, 2, 3, 4, even 7 children together. But each time they lose any child during those growing up years, not years, months. For them it's months. Maybe, for some animals it can be years also. But mostly I've noticed this season to season. With elephants, yes, it takes time and other beings too are there. So she lost one child and she was so depressed for so many days. It was really painful. But all the others, she grew up. She started losing one by one that connection. And yes, there are days when they are in pain. So when they are detaching with the child, they do feel that pain of detachment and they move on very fast. So I learned that these animals, beings, all beings by nature, plants, they're also in some way, just by the way they live, they are totally present and they are also connected to source. That's why they have this enthusiasm, that curiosity. They might grow old as per human years, like, now this animal is 5 years old, 6 years old, and they also start losing some of the body parts slowly. The same strength is not there. But in some cases, they remain young till they die, like young and vibrant. So eventually, we understand that in animal kingdom, bird kingdom, plant kingdom, or water beings, They all go through this process of birth, and then at one point they are at their prime. Their look never changes. Like with human beings, you see an old person, they have wrinkles, so it's very easy to make out that, yeah, this person is old. With animals and birds, I've seen they have very little changes in how they look. Or for some, it's just a very natural, very quick death. So there is a process they also go through, which is the same process as humans. But they are far more in sync with nature. They are far more connected with nature. The way they love unconditionally and the way they detach is very beautiful. These are the things that we need to learn from them. Right? Now, when it comes to mission work, all of these things, they don't happen until and unless the feminines have gone through some kind of pain. And this has to be very genuine pain, very real pain. Heartfelt, intense, deep pain. So that they understand how it feels like to be in pain. How temporary pain is. That is the one thing that they have to do. How temporary everything is. Everything changes so fast. Changes. In human society, I'll tell you why the humans were above animals also at one time. Because the humans did not reproduce like this, madly. They were not so crazy about making so many children. In the dark ages, people have given one woman, one family would have 9, 10, 12, 14 children. How those two people, how is it possible that those two people can help those children have the best growth and progress if they have 14 children, 15 children? Until and unless they are totally awakened, divine masculine and feminine, they would see it as an opportunity and they would convert it into a home school, a very productive school. There is this movie called Captain Fantastic. I normally recommend it to people who are in therapy, but I'll recommend it here. Do watch that movie. That's how you should raise children. Children need so many amazing things in terms of mother, father, femininity, and at the same time masculinity, at the same time real lessons of planet Earth. They need to be prepared for everything that will come. And at the same time, they would love to take care of nature as if it's their duty, as if it's their nature too. And obviously when you awaken, because nature is very loving and kind, nature always wants everyone to grow and prosper. So when human beings during this inner work phase, ascension phase, for twin flame ascension journey also, when the divine masculine and feminines are working on themselves, when all this inner work and ascension process is at its full bloom, and then they awaken, they also become very protective, caring, very duty bound, very dutiful, very understanding, patient, and amazing with children and animals, especially. So they will develop these qualities with time. But everything happens because of one big reason, the karmic. The karma. The karmic actually symbolizes all the karma baggage that the masculine and feminine has. Before they unite fully, they need to go through those processes so that they can clarify everything, clarify everything, and at the same time make it pristine without any defilements. No rag, no dvesh, no asakti, no craving, aversion, attachment, none of these things. Completely, fully integrated with source, very aware of every single minute, totally present. Automatically your heart will be full of love. Automatically you will be a person who's spreading love everywhere with their aura, with their vibes. You become the device of source then. You become one with source. That's what the whole idea is for this. And for this also, there are these karmic templates and entanglements that need to be removed and cleared, removed from the path. So the karmic is very important. So the karmic is helping the divine feminine, because she is the one who's going to give her a jerk, a jolt, that look, you thought that this man is your divine masculine, your twin flame, Look what twin flame is doing to you. Wake up. And imagine your twin flame is not nice to you. He doesn't want to commit to you. He doesn't want to be with you. You embarrass him. But look at what he's doing for me. For me, he's publicly displaying his love. Everywhere. Loud and clear. For me, he's holding my hands and giving me commitment in front of the world. And for you, he was not even willing to meet you properly. Hang out with you properly. He had no time for you. She shows her all these things, all these areas which burn her heart, makes her feel so compared. She's always been compared, but not in this way. This time it really burns her soul. Like, why? Why did this happen to her? What is so special about this person, this woman? How is she so different from me, or how is she better than me? How did she become the choice and not me? The divine feminine feels this burning anger. Why? Why me? And he was so nice to me. He was all loving and caring at one point. He gave me all the signs. He gave me all the hints. And then he goes ahead with someone else. That too, like he thought that I am an embarrassment for him. But now I am embarrassed. Because I fell in love with him. And I feel insulted. Even though no one cares about it. In my whole world, in my whole life. Around people around me, they don't care about my pain, but I am embarrassed. For the first time I feel this pain so deep and so hard. It hit me hard. This is how the divine feminines feel. For so many days they don't even reach to this point. For so many days they're only expecting, waiting, expecting that he would call back, expecting that he would forgive everything, expecting this, that. And she's not calling. She always used to call. She always used to mail or message or connect or contact. This time she doesn't want to. She's hurt, she's in pain, but she's strong and bold enough to not contact the person who's doing this to her. And then she's more shocked because this wait becomes a very long wait. She's like, oh my God, he didn't call me back, he didn't message me. And this turns into major fear because as it is she's hurt, as it is she's wounded. And then one fine day, she goes onto the internet or makes some phone call or just stalks his house or whatever she does somehow find out about someone else in the picture. And this is even worse than the first jolt, first hit. Another big hit she gets. And she's like, oh my God. So this is the reason why he's not contacting me. And what have I done? I just spoke my truth. I just tried to be authentic. I just tried to be real. I just wanted to tell him that I love him for who he is, for nothing else. And this is what I get. This is the wake-up call. This is the wake-up call that is needed. Like a click, a wake-up call. And this happens thanks to the karmic. It can be a karmic person and it can be a karmic template. Like the feminine tells him to choose between alcohol and her, or some drug or her, and he says, no, I'll choose this, you go away. I can't live without my alcohol. And she goes like, what? Like, really? Or he says, I choose that job. Or he says, I choose to break our engagement or our marriage plan. I just want to be alone right now. Don't disturb me. I don't think I'm ready for this relationship. So in some way or format, she gets that big hit. And this time, the second hit is not fun anymore. Games are over. And the next third hit is the dark night of the soul, because when she's going through these type of pain and realizations and sufferings, she feels like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. And after these three hits is when the feminine starts awakening, because she surrenders. She's realized a lot of things. She doesn't feel the pain anymore. Even if she does, it's very less. It's not the same amount of pain. And she started enjoying this pain now, on the contrary. She's like, yeah, this pain is good for my health. I want this more. Imagine she's saying, I want more. More pain. Give me more pain. She's like, she doesn't even care about it. And when you don't care about something, it loses that reaction any which way, or that response that we give. Doesn't act like a stimuli anymore. after this, the masculine, because now all the time when she was going through these realizations and pain and the whole journey, he was having a fun time. That's why many feminines say, why is he always having fun? Why do I have to do this work? They are basically those who have still not fully surrendered, because when you surrender fully, you won't give a rat's ass about what is he doing and where is he going and blah, blah, blah. And that will make your progress very fast, because you'll be completely focused on your life and your goal, your mission, your purpose. That will be of prime importance for you, and your energy will become so high, so strong. You might even have body pains, you might have some issue going on, but you won't care. It would never come in between what you want to do. In fact, you'll start realizing that, yeah, it's all right, there are days when I can be down and low, but I need to get back up. And if I get back up, I'll be the happiest person here. I'll be the most relaxed person. I can't be scared. I gotta face everything in the face. How? I gotta face everything in the face. Okay. How will I learn if I don't face my fears? I want to analyze my fear from all possible angles, all directions, all angles. I want to see what is this fear all about? This false evidence appearing real. What is this all about? I want to see all those evidences, and I want to make sure if they are false, then how and why, and I need to know what's the correct evidence. Like, imagine so deep into your fear, and now this fear doesn't have any point, any specific point of, like how you say, center point. There's no center point. It starts dispersing. This is why the karmic is so important. We need the karmic. Everyone needs karmics and false twins and all these people. And even if they could be psychos, unhealed, unawakened, or on the way or something, whatever, you just feel like, thank you, man. Thank you, friend or buddy or ex, whatever, ex-nightmare. Please, thank you so much. It was good. I was a part of this nightmare somehow. But now the bad dream is over. So, bye. I would like to forget you. That type of feeling you have, but still you have so much gratitude for them. They've tortured you so much. These karmics and false twins, enablers, NPD, disorder people, all these elders who are unhealed, wounded elders. You feel so thankful for them because they have contributed in your growth. And with each step, you become so much more humble. Every day you go on becoming humbler. Like, what is happening? What is happening to me? And still there is adventure. Still there is curiosity. It never really ends. It just keeps growing on you. So what is this? This is the magic of devotion. And so all these karmic entanglements play a very important role in taking us closer and closer and closer to our goals. And sometimes, you never know, you become friends with them. You start hanging out with your ex-fears. You give them a shoulder and you say, hey, don't worry, it's fine. It's okay. Anything can happen. There are so many possibilities. You let them go with a smile. You let them go with gratitude. You maybe say, if you need anything, you're so confident in your skin. It's not like you're not scared of any karmics coming back into your life. If they do, you'll have a cup of tea with them. You'll tell them, what do you want? Tell me, how can I help you? You want him? Please take him. He doesn't want to go now. I'm sorry, what do I do? He himself will say, I don't want to go. I did it. I'm okay with it. It's like a completely new person, a walk-in. As if feminines and masculines have been replaced by walk-ins. Now the walk-ins are so strong and confident in their skin. So on this note, I would be closing this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out. And Jai Shri Ram.